I apologise, everyone. Can you hear me now? This has been a bit of a nightmare. It's all right. We're on now. There we go. People can hear us. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Summer Game Fest live stream. We've got about 2 hours of gaming coming in from the awesome Geoff Keighley. Jamie is mildly stressed and freaking out because all the technical issues decided to just suddenly come on at the last minute. But
I'm not even the person that has to deal with them. I just get to sit here and watch video games get revealed. So,
but I'm glad.
Can't imagine how you're feeling.
I'm glad that everyone can hear us. Right, Jamie, say something. Say hello to the people. Let me make sure your levels are coming in.
Oh, okay. Hello, fine individuals who have chosen to tune in on this jolly celebration of video games. June has come around once again, and so we congregate at the Church of Video Games and bend the knee to our Lord and Saviour, Geoff Keighley, to give praise and thanks for the blessings of mediocre video games, weird East Asian, probably Chinese or South Korean titles that we're never going to play, and updates on ongoing live service titles that we didn't play to begin with. All the while getting to enjoy Geoff's numerous talents, his hosting vigor, his shiny shoes, and his penchant for unneeded celebrity guests. I hope we see all of the above in the next 2 hours.
Oh, me too. Yeah, penchant. What a great word. Audio sounds good. Everyone's happy. I'm going to give a quick shout out to some people that are joining us as I'm just in the background carefully trying to make sure everything is actually still functioning and that we're not nothing's messing up. I'm going to say hello to Magni, Brandy Davidson, Gingerloo, Calbato, Seebing, Low Point there, 69 DJ, Wesley Thibodeau. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. Two Cast is in the chat. Hello, everybody. It is awesome to have you. We are about... okay, this is interesting. We're about 7 minutes 30 out, which I'm not sure exactly what the delay we're on from when there was a bit of a screw up from our live stream. So people are watching a little bit behind us. But it doesn't matter because they'll catch up to it. They won't see it until we do it anyway. So there we go.
I think if you and me are in sync, so each of us isn't sort of reacting to the hot... like this Summer Game Fest version of the Nicolas Cage appearance before the other one is, then we'll mostly be fine.
No, yeah, I think we're good.
Remind me what's your timer at? What's your Keighley clock ticking at?
It is just hit 6:50 right this second.
Okay, do you know what? I think we're pretty much perfectly in sync. I might be like maybe a split second or two ahead, but I actually think it's the exact amount of time that it takes for my words to reach your ear holes. So perfect.
Right, nice. That's what we like to hear. Yeah, so we're on a little bit of a delay just because my internet decided to die the second I hit go live. Everything broke.
I will say we're not on as much of a delay as you think. I just went and 2 times speeded my way back to kind of live before we even did a little sync check. I think we're good.
Oh, okay.
I think the people watching the Summer Game Fest via the SuperShow are actually getting the most premium, top shelf, high quality live stream that is available anywhere on the internet.
Hey man, that is what we like to hear. Okay, we've got just around sort of like 6 minutes. So should we quickly chat about anything that we're likely to see, that we want to see, that we're excited to see before things kick off? I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit like up in the air. I don't really know what to expect because obviously we're now in the new world of post E3, whereby everyone has their own kind of little thing, and a lot of things are held back. Some things aren't. We probably see some teasers in Summer Game Fest that we're also going to see more of later on. Like I'll be surprised if obviously Xbox don't chuck some stuff Keighley's way. Also Sony even. Given the fact we just had their state of play, it probably won't be the case that we'll see anything necessarily new from Sony. But we'll probably see some more of what we have just seen from the state of play. So that, I suppose we can cross our fingers for a small Astrobot, which would be nice. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's not out of the question that we get check-ins on some of that stuff. I guess I think Astrobot pre-orders, or at least pricing and sort of the various editions of that game did go live today. I think another trailer seems like a push, but you're absolutely right. Like the lines do get blurred when everyone has their own show, and as you like, Xbox are going to go again in what is it, like roughly 40 hours time, and it's like, will they have some stuff here? The other thing is, if you're a third party publisher, you could be here, but you could also have just been at PlayStation, you could be at Xbox on Sunday, and so I think it's going to be scattered. How do you feel about what we on the podcast have traditionally called confirmed rumors? Because there's some interesting stuff to talk about, but I don't want to spoil what could be a really nice surprise for anyone out there.
I think we steer clear of the confirmed rumors. I do like that moment, and we've had a couple of them in the past where you see a trailer and you go like, no, this guy, Naughty Dog, oh it is, yeah, I like those moments. So let's just in case there's any of those big ones.
I don't think there'll be any massive ones, but I think there'll be some nice small ones. There's also, we can pick up on some clues that we've been left, or some teasers that we've had in recent weeks. 2K Games were out there, was it a couple of weeks ago, saying that they would announce the latest entry in a fan favorite franchise tonight. At the time, we were wondering whether that, there was the kind of the cool end of the spectrum, which is BioShock and Mafia, and then there's the not so cool end of the spectrum, which is Borderlands and Civilization. I know which end of the spectrum I believe that announcement is going to come out of, but I won't say it just in case I disappoint anyone.
Oh, all right. See, okay. Yeah, no, I've now said I don't want to get into confirmed rumors. This isn't confirmed rumors. This is speculation. But yeah, I saw some speculation, which led me to design the thumbnail in the way that I have, and which is that maybe we'll see some BioShock, as you've just alluded to. Also, potential of a new Batman VR title, which I'll be looking forward to, given that I've now got a MetaQuest 3 rocking it.
Yeah, I mean that exists, right? I think it's Arkham something or other. I forget what it's called.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Do you know what? I've not really kept up with the VR stuff lately, so I didn't even know that we knew that was a thing already. But maybe we'll get to see some actual like gameplay from that. Light No Fire. That is my big one that I really want to see a decent trailer for. Like more gameplay of that. Like, can actually, because we've got a decent trailer for it before, but it would be nice to sort of see maybe. I don't even know, because we sort of got to see a decent amount of gameplay, but I maybe want to see some more like minute to minute individual gameplay, as opposed to sort of like focusing on the multiplayer elements and how it all functions together. Sure. But just more of that game would be pretty sick.
Yep, for sure. And Geoff has had now for a little while a very friendly relationship with Hello Games, with Sean Murray. He's got some other very friendly relationships. Hideo Kojima, obviously, those two can sound sometimes inseparable. I don't know if that means
he will definitely see something from Hideo. Like, there's no chance we don't.
Kojima has showed up at Keighley's events to announce podcasts in the past, so you can never count it out. Another growing friendship is one between Geoff Keighley and Miyazaki of From Software fame. So maybe we get. I know the previews just rolled out for it, but maybe we get a gameplay trailer for the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. If you look at social media, a couple of sort of social channels for various either games or their studios have had sort of rebrands, if you will, that seem to indicate the start of a marketing campaign in the past week. The two that I noticed were Remedy seemed to be doing a lot of hinting towards some potential Alan Wake 2 DLC. Obviously, Sam Lake was again on stage at the show this time last year, and the other one I saw was EA have kind of seemingly begun the rebrand and the marketing push for Skate 4 or Skate, whatever it ends up being called. Not sure whether that alludes to Skate 4 appearing somewhere this weekend, but not out of the question.
I'm hoping for and I don't want it to be too far off, a release date for the Plucky Squire, which we've been talking about for a while now.
That would be nice. Really cool. That would be really cool. But then that's a Devolver publishing that, because they've got their own show.
Yes.
Immediately following this.
Oh, they have. I forgot it was Devolver. Yeah. I believe it's 1 a.m. our time. Is it the Devolver
yes.
show?
We're not planning to roll into that show just because of the time in the morning it will be going on here in the UK. But definitely want to keep an eye out on when we wake up early on Saturday morning.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think what else I would like to see coming off the back of this, but. I'm hopeful for a decent show. It'll be fun no matter what. I'm sure we'll get to see some random celebrities pop up.
There'll be a celebrity. There might be a musical act.
Celebrity prediction. What you think?
Christopher Walken.
Oh, that's a great shout.
It just feels like that's the natural trajectory when you go from Al Pacino to Nicolas Cage, we need another kind of slightly senile and confused old man with a recognizable voice.
We do. Right, it is kicking off, so I'm going to actually put some volume on here.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Any stage invaders this year?
No, he's got that on lockdown.
I hope so, for his sake.
What kicks is he kicking? Can't see.
It's quite casual.
Okay. Nothing too shiny.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest 2024. You ready to see some video games? We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games live from the YouTube Theater here in LA. Now, if you're watching this show, first of all, welcome. I know everyone around the world is joining us for this special moment. And I know if you watch this show, you don't just play games, you deeply care about this art form and the health of this industry. The good news is that we have a lot of amazing games to show you from creators around the world over the next 2 hours.
GTA, Bloodborne 2, Silk Song, and imagining the tears that they share. Oh.
But let's also face it, this has been a tumultuous and difficult year with company layoffs and studio closures, which have disappointed all of us. But there's also something else happening. Our industry is evolving and changing. And thanks to digital distribution, smaller teams and new creators are finding incredible success. Take a look at this list from Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam so far this year. 2 of them are considered, big company games, but the other 8 come from indie, mid-sized teams, or solo developers. I look at this list, it's pretty cool, right? And I get inspired that new ideas, new teams, and smaller creators can and will
it's the argument.
Through.
Are they indies?
It's a reminder to big companies
they
have to treat their developers right, because today
a tricky
there
situation
are many
to,
paths to sustainability
to try and look
success.
at the other side of the coin and say, let's celebrate indies rather than bemoaning people losing their jobs. I think we can do both.
And you'll see that reflected in the show today, because over the next 2 hours,
he's been bad at
we'll have
acknowledging
big
layoffs in the past,
franchises on stage like Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter, but also smaller titles, including a few games made by single individuals and first-time creators that we invited to be part of this show because we think
he's also doubling down on this because a report went live in the last couple of days about how much it costs to be a part of this show.
Please wishlist it, or even better, send it to a friend and get them excited. That's how we together can grow the gaming community.
Give free
and
slots
we are going to do that
devs
today
and stuff like that.
over the next 2 hours, as we have a lot of games to show you.
As long as you tailor it
the
for the
devs
size.
directly after
it's
with
marketing.
even more
It's
indie
marketing,
titles. So should we get to the games?
Gillette or whatever it is, the razor companies
All right,
have to pay.
it all begins right now. Here's our first announcement.
PlayStation logo.
Next.
Hey, look, this is a hot dog
I think I might know
pie
what this is,
auditioning
but
for
I'll
the,
bite my tongue.
the lead and unannounced action game.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh, sure, I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay. Rage! Empathy. Oh, hilarity!
You heard about this?
Right.
No.
Hey, what game is this anyway?
Have you put 2 and 2 together yet?
It's gonna a Horizon Lego game.
Lego. Yep. They've made a Lego Horizon game.
That's sick. I've got a lot of love for Horizon and a lot of love for Lego
Hot
games.
dog guy is
That is
Aloy,
cool.
an amazing video game.
This was the thing I was contemplating spoiling before the show.
I'm
glad you
kinda
did.
glad I did.
I'll bring it
Yeah.
down. This is gonna be fun.
Weird, fascinating though. I'd
Interesting
love to know
look
what the
to it.
conversation.
A lonely
Yeah, it's
hero.
an interesting look,
Hunting
but
machine
also I'd love to know
all by
how that conversation went
Have friends
that led to
now.
them deciding on Horizon being
A friendly
the PlayStation IP that they wanted to give this treatment.
Hey, whose side are you on?
exploring,
Wow, what is this place?
collecting all the shiny things,
Woo, buddy!
and making a home.
I mean, listen, Astro, PlayStation doing more for the family market than they've done in some time.
That's a good shout, yeah. I think that's Ashley Birch doing the voice of the Lego Aloy as well.
Yeah, I feel like I'd almost be surprised if she didn't at this point.
No, obviously Aloy's a little bit more brooding in the Horizon games, but this is like the Ashley Birch from what's the TV show she's in? Mythic Quest, where she plays the game dev. More like a youthful, excitable sort of Ashley Birch.
Like Tiny Tina, right?
That's cool. I like that. I'm up for that, definitely.
There you go. Wasn't that fun? That was Lego Horizon Adventures coming out later this year for PlayStation, but also day one on PC and
a Horizon
Nintendo
game,
Switch.
day one on Switch.
It's a playful,
Not a sentence
lighthearted
I thought I'd
story
say
inspired by the world of Horizon,
point.
designed with two-player action in mind, supporting couch and online co-op. All right, now we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find your friends and survive with permadeath. Here is the first
I'm
look.
not familiar with the original mod that he referred to.
Me either.
This does seem like the kind of thing that would do very well on Twitch, though.
Get all the streamers playing together, and then they've got to find each other.
Absolutely.
With permadeath as well. Oh, this sounds horrible.
That's a brutal combo. Some nice kind of like context and sort of like area specific reactions to getting damaged from the zombies.
Dudes. I know like zombie games have calmed down a bit, but every time I see a zombie game now, I'm just like, it's still just been done.
Coming this Halloween, looks really, really intense. All right, to introduce our next game, please join me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals, like Street Fighter 6 a few years ago, and of course, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth last year when she was sitting in the audience. Well, this year, she's joining us on stage.
George, no.
We're thrilled to have her with us.
We're not about
Please
to get a
welcome
monkey on
Curious
stage.
Joy.
I think you are a couple of seconds ahead of me because you keep like you precogged that. Quite nice.
Oh, weird.
Thank you,
Okay,
Jeff.
so I'll pause for a
Hi,
couple
everyone.
of seconds.
I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
As young witches
This
and
Harry
wizards,
Potter.
we all dream of soaring through the sky like our favorite heroes. When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the
Was
next
this announced?
Quidditch star?
I don't remember.
I feel like I had some memory in my head of someone saying the reason there was no
beat your
Quidditch
toughest
in
opponent?
Hogwarts Legacy was because a Quidditch game was
To
coming.
keep your
I was
composure
gonna say I know there's a lot of talk about Quidditch and Hogwarts Legacy, but I thought that
to
was
chase your dreams at any price.
like something they wanted to have and they didn't include because they were struggling to do
seek
it.
glory
But then
for your
maybe
team.
it's to get on.
No challenge is too great. No dream is too big. So ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the heart of a Quidditch champion?
Quidditch, even that name rings a bell. Quidditch Champions.
Yeah.
Am I more in sync with you now, by the way? I did
are.
pause for 5 seconds, okay.
So take the third. Okay.
That's Harry Potter Quidditch Champions launching worldwide on September 3rd for consoles and PC. Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from a single developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who has been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan favorite, and he showed me this next game a few months ago, and I really wanted to debut it here. Get ready to backstab, race, or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends.
Quidditch is the dumbest game ever invented because the snitch just ruins it.
I mean, yes. I can see it. Although that won't stop it selling millions of copies.
Of course.
What the hell is going on here? We're throwing soap and beating people with spoons.
Pixelated bits. What are those things called? The little drop bears? Koalas. These look like koalas.
Oh, I thought you were asking about what's the name of the things that were being blurred earlier. I was going to say genital.
Genital.
Hopefully you've got some. Choo Choo Charles was a big viral hit, if you will. So
this looks too Roblox. Like this is sort of escaping from prisons is like a real big Roblox kind of obby thing. The actual look of it is not Roblox at all.
Oh, okay.
But the way you have to run around and interact with the environment, and then you have to get out. Just even going to the toilet, that's like Roblox 101. Literally down, yeah. This is hilarious. But it looks a lot nicer.
They look like gummy bears, actually. There's like kind of a bit of a reflective quality to them.
They do.
I feel like I'd get a headache if I played this for too long.
Oh, my stream's shit in the bed. Come on. Come on then. Oh, don't be doing this to me. Is your stream alright?
Yeah, I'm still going strong, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm getting... I think we had this last time, I want to say, when we watched the Summer Game Fest, like there was issues with streaming and stuff. Because there's just so many people watch it. Let me try and turn the quality down a bit. What am I on?
Mine defaulted to 4K, so yours...
Ooh. Okay, we're back. I'm going to skip a everybody. I'm going to skip forward a little bit. Apologies, we clipped off the
That's
tiny
a fun
end
one, right? And remember, that's all made by one
Let me know
person.
if I see my head or behind.
Congratulations, Gavin. So glad to have that on stage.
I'll try and match you.
All right, next one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws, coming out on August 30th from Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games, the first open-world Star Wars game where you live the life of a scoundrel. On Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific, you'll get to see a full gameplay showcase during Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Game Fest events.
Whet people's
but right
appetites
now, we've got
and get
an
them to tune into
exclusive
your
new
show a
glimpse
few
of the
days later.
game,
Exactly,
just a small
that's what I
taste
did last year, was
of what's to come.
It's also a weird way of like doubling up.
Is that Lando Calrissian sat at that table?
Something stolen.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
Oh, okay, you're a couple sets ahead of me. Yeah, that world of like that.
I will pause for about 10 seconds or so.
I think you're like 4 seconds there. Like, this does look like it's got a lot of potential.
Absolutely. I hope it's not too Ubisofty. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That Avatar game was like absolutely fine, but maybe a little bit too Ubisofty, and I don't think it did it any favors.
I think I spotted Lando there.
Yeah,
so great. And by the way, I'm just noticing everything we're showing you so far, I think is going to be, coming out, this year, Cuff Bus. I'm not quite sure, but it's so cool that there's stuff that we're going to get to play in the next few months here. All right, well, moving back to smaller teams, a few weeks ago, I had a chance to play through this next game, and I have to say, it is really spectacular. Neva comes from Nomada Studio, the creators of the Game Award-winning game Grease. It chronicles the story of Alba, a woman bound to a curious wolf cub.
I think I remember this because I think this was at the PlayStation showcase that I think might have streamed last year.
Okay.
And because I vaguely remember making a joke where I said, "Hey Jonesy, ask me when I'm going to play this game," and I said never.
Gree was really good. Like, it was a fantastic looking game, and this has the same art style. The only problem I had with Gree was, if you remember at the time, it was like, if you didn't play it, it still kind of played itself, and you couldn't really get it wrong.
Right, yes, that's not unfair. This isn't doing anything to suggest that it won't be a similar story as well.
Love that
You
Geoff
can
called it
hold right on the
Grease.
D-pad.
I was thinking John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. This is not the same thing.
From the directors and yeah, I'd like to see a video game from the people who made Grease the musical.
The rhythm game. The dance.
Ooh. Rock band Grease.
I played
Bit of
Guitar
combat,
Hero
okay.
yesterday.
You played Guitar Hero yesterday? In your time machine?
An
At an
arcade.
okay. Oh, I know where you were, and I know... Yes, I did too the last time I was there. They have horrible, bulky, fake guitars with sticky buttons. And bad inputs.
Yeah, they weren't great. Neva. Neva or Neva?
Trust me, that game
Jeff said
is
never,
such a true work of
but he
art.
also
Especially
said
into
Grease.
some of the combat. It is tons of fun to
Maybe it
play.
is
And
Grease.
there's much more coming later today in the Devolver Direct, which will air directly after the Day of the Devs on this same stream. So we've got lots more for you. All right, next, it's time for our next
Next,
game
it's time for our
announcement.
next. Unless that's an intentional pun. That's just poor wordsmithing. Jeff.
All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time.
Oh my goodness, man! I'm getting a loady, spinny, loady ball again. Come on, internet.
Did you set it to auto resolution?
Do you know what I will do? It was gonna be like 240. I don't know. I hope not.
You could switch to Twitch if you have better luck with that. I don't know.
I'm assuming it's my internet, man, and not YouTube.
Like give people a running commentary.
Let me not then die.
All right, we're going again.
Ingloriously and without a struggle.
What are you seeing? Because I might be 10 seconds ahead of
Let
you
me
now.
first do some great thing.
Have you seen a train yet?
No, we're still flying around models of people battling and playing
Each of us
violins.
shall endure this world's life until the end.
Let me know when you see a train.
Will do. Oh, a train.
Okay, that's a good. That was at least a good 10 seconds or so. Oh, pause.
not be lost.
So it shall be.
So it shall be.
Civ 7.
Yep. Remember I said which end of the spectrum I thought the 2K thing? By,
Hello, everyone at Summer Game Fest. On behalf of
Oh.
the Firaxis team, we are thrilled to finally
Do you know what?
announce
If you had asked
that
me Shut in the
Civilization
Dark, you said
7
my
is
dead,
coming
I'd have said
day and
yes.
date to PC and consoles
Doesn't even look that
next
old.
year.
I know.
I'm in awe of the amazing team that has brought us to this moment. But we also have to thank you, our incredible fans around the world, for your overwhelming support of this franchise for over 30 years. We can't wait to share more, and
Must
we
be
hope
mad
you'll
when you
join us
first make
later
an
this
IP
summer
and it
for the
keeps
full
going for like
reveal
30 years
of
and you're just like,
Civilization 7.
Oh, didn't expect
In the
that.
meantime,
Still has your name on it.
Civilized.
And you're like, I don't know what I did to deserve. Especially in the case of someone like Tom Clancy, who not even video games. He just wrote books, and now there's a whole world of people out there who know his name
There's a whole
and think that he
Ubisoft
invented the
out
dollar flu. Yeah. Is this Black Myth?
there. Oh, yes, please be.
I mean, that game is out like soon-ish.
I was
So
a bit,
this may.
at last trailer, I was a little bit like, oh no. it looked like a lot more FromSoft than I was hoping.
I think it's going to be incredibly FromSoft. I don't know if that's what you will hear, but
I better just get good then. Yeah, there's a boy.
is this? I think this might be August. I think the date might already be out there, so this might literally be the last gasp. Hey, remember to pre-order me trailer. Oh, did that come out of his ear?
It's a hair, isn't it?
Oh, I thought he pulled it out of his ear.
Maybe he did. Or maybe it's behind his ear, because it grows and shrinks, right? I think the myth is he can turn
know
his,
better than me.
he can turn his hairs into like anything he wants, but I think you're right. I think his stick can grow and shrink and whatever. Or August 20, yeah.
They're doing it. They can let you spend hundreds of dollars on statues if you want.
Some
There could be
said
a little
it would
monkey man in
never
your
come
house.
out. MetaQuest. Yeah.
Here you go, Jonesy. Oh, it's a thing that's already been reviewed. It's like an accolades trailer. Oh, what was this called?
Was this Asgard's Wrath?
Well, Asgard's Wrath 2?
Asgard's Wrath 2. I've got this, yeah.
Yeah, I remember this getting crazy reviews.
Yeah, you get it free with the MetaQuest 3 at the moment.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Nice.
oh, there you go. Free when you buy MetaQuest 3.
Perhaps humans were fated to build the monoliths, reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for. Not progress, but chaos. Every new height brings a terrible fall.
Booty shot.
And yet hope still glimmers, even in the
Starry
depths
Studios
of the
ring a bell.
unknown, like mayflies. We die to live again. The smallest creatures show the greatest resilience. Wherever we remain standing, we stand together.
I mean, that's coming out next month. That is not a long like
July.
lead-up time.
I was like 2 days? No, yeah, like a month.
What does greatness mean to you?
Have any of you faced Tyranids before? Only these past 2 days. Then there is much to learn.
I'm looking forward to this.
When's this out again? Is it September?
I don't remember to this.
I
I just
Maybe I
remember
made
the
that
trailer
up.
for it. I'm like, this is so good.
I really hope it is. I mean, it looks fucking awesome.
It's going to be the next one that September 9. Me, you, and Steph are like, I managed to bully you both into getting it so we can play.
Honestly, you
All
won't
right,
have to bully me
welcome
that
back
hard
to Summer
for that.
Game Fest. We've got some amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce our first guests. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG Metaphor, slated to launch this October. Please welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5, Katsura Hashino and Shikanori Shojiba.
This is a big get in the JRPG world.
ありがとうございます。アトラスの橋野です。今日
The
は
barbers was closed.
副島さんと一緒にこのステージに立ててとても光栄に思ってます。
Thank you, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here. My name is Hashino, and I am the director of Metaphor. It is a pleasure to be here with Mr. Soejima.
このゲームはね、アーキタイプという他のゲームでいうところのジョブですね。その姿に主人公たちが変身して明日の未来のために戦うというとても熱い RPG です。
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
アーキタイプは誰もが持つ
If you're a
不安。
translator,
不安と向き合うことによって
Easy job or
覚醒する力です。
do you reckon?
すべてのアートワ
I'd
ー
say
クは
brick in it for me.
力強さと
You've-
オリジナリティを意識して描いてい
You're
ます
usually doing it on a stage that's
その
you
総
know,
数
you're
は
with a lot of people watching you, you're
40 種
under a
類
lot
以
of
上にも及
scrutiny.
び
You want to
経験を積ませ
capture
ると
exactly what they're saying,
一部
but
のアー
make
キ
it
タイ
make
プは
sense
進
for
化
that
すること
audience.
も
You've
で
got
き
to,
ま
so
す
you've got to translate and interpret on the fly.
Archetypes are
You
the
don't wanna forget
embodiment
or
of power,
misrepresent
born
anything
from the
that
will
the
to face
people
your
says,
fears and
you know.
anxieties.
Yeah, and if you
We gave it
screw
our
up,
all to instill
you never
each
get
and every
invited back.
archetype with a feeling
Yeah.
of strength and uniqueness in each of their designs. In total, there will be more than 40 types of
I can imagine if
archetypes
this guy had
available in
never
the
played a
game.
video game, didn't
These
know what video
archetypes
games
can
were.
gain experience and
And they're
even
like, yeah, you're
evolve. Some of
you're
them can
translating
evolve
from
into
the two lead
stronger
designers of the
versions.
Persona series and Metaphor
メ
ReFantazio.
タファーはアトラスの RPG、我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて結集させて作っています。とても大きなボリュームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧になってください。ありがとうございました。
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it as exciting as possible. In fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it.
Already going to know it. Too much music, not enough sound
It is said that we all have.
Do you know what the ironic thing about that little segment was? That was longer than their acceptance speech will get to be when they win a game award for this later on.
We oppress.
15 seconds, go.
We fight. A great evil flows through this land. You have
They've got
found a
dialogue
way
in their
to
trailer.
wield true magic.
I know, this is like mixed to Western sensibilities. Who would have thought?
I'm also thinking the anime vibe.
Yeah, this studio, this team, these designers, they do style very well.
Like, and followers will gather
Persona
to your
5
side.
wasn't for me, but the menus, the UI.
That the same powers
I mean, look at this stuff.
lie
Like, it's just so unique.
within them.
On guard!
You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
How's this? Scour! No holding back!
Now you've acquired a most interesting power, an archetype whose existence was only theoretical. You wield power now.
That's pretty sick.
And that's another date for later this year. The release.
Such an
slate
honor to have
is
Hoshino
starting to look a
Tsujima
little
with
bit more
us on
populated.
stage. Thank you guys, and for that deep look at the archetypes, such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse. Batman Arkham Shadow is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman, you face a new threat, the mysterious Rat King and his cultish devotees. Here's your first look at the story trailer for Batman
The mysterious
Arkham
Rat King.
Shadow.
Are you sure he's not still talking about Metaphor? The mysterious Rat King. Oh, I know them. They're the ones that made. I think they made that Iron Man VR game for PlayStation.
Overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad.
Which I think was meant to be okay.
The only light
Yeah, I heard
left.
things.
Also fascinating that
It's from
they're
the fire in the
giving this the
streets.
Arkham sort of
Casting
subtitle
shadows
treatment.
of rats on everything that was once good. Fear is their weapon. But they're not the only ones who can use it. The Rat King will stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
Difficult. Batman. Rat King. Bats are just flying rats. It's tough.
One and the same.
Internal struggle coming your way.
Yeah.
Gameplay trailer at Gamescom, okay.
That's August, right? Mid to late August? That's Curious George again.
I am looking forward to heading back to the Arkhamverse. Now, it is time to update fans on a legendary fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one ever since. So, let's check it out.
She said fighting game, right?
Yeah. Don't recognize the characters.
Is this oh, there you go. That's Terry Bogard. All I know is that that Terry guy was a guest character in Smash Brothers at one point. I can't. What?
What?
So are they bringing a bunch of like classic,
other
I
characters?
don't know, like
to Street
SNK
Fighter?
characters for Street Fighter, maybe. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, there's gonna be Bison, isn't it?
It's not a versus game, is it? Like Capcom versus SNK or something?
Maybe.
Oh, so Street Fighter versus SNK. No, it's literally just SNK fighters coming to Street Fighter. Yeah, we did. This doesn't look.
Yeah, this looks cool. I do like the half tone, what do you call it?
Yeah,
the slashing and stuff.
I was just thinking that. I was like, I've never. It gives it a very striking kind of look.
Thomas Murray could have been a cousin of yours, mate.
We're all related if you go back far enough. Clan MacLeod.
Clan MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, I cannot die.
Woof. There's some.
Braveheart, the video game, yeah.
I was going to say.
Same thing.
Wait, what if it's Mel Gibson who's going to come out on stage?
Oh, please.
And now, to do an anti-Semitic rant live from Summer Game Fest, welcome.
Geoff just starts shoving him away the second he goes, you know who stopped me making a game before? He's like, get off, Mel, get off.
Just like I said in that voicemail one time. Okay, Mel, thank you.
I guess we'll see. This will be when the true battle.
Oh, is this Dragon Ball?
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh my kids will lose their minds. All I hear
Did
all the time,
this was another one. Did they export this trailer with the wrong audio mix? Does this sound off to you?
No.
One million pieces, just like I did that.
Oh, maybe.
Don't you dare!
That seems slightly out.
There's a channel missing or something. Oh yeah. I don't know.
Well, the way you slice it, there's only one way to save her. Bye, my friends.
I didn't know your kids were Dragon Ball kids.
Not a bit. And like playing the games and stuff. I think it's one of those things that they don't necessarily know that much to watch or to play necessarily, but then there's a lot of it in the kids, like the true form of autonomous autonomy. Go Super Saiyan.
It's just a part of the culture.
No way.
October 11th.
Barking. The infamous exclamation mark
there
in the
you
middle.
go, Internet. We got your release date for Sparking Zero, October 11th. Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hot Ops, a free-to-play tactical shooter available to play on all platforms. Here's a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
I'm shocked.
Team, rally up. We've got a new mission. Operation Lightning Strike. The situation at Zero Dam is now very serious, with conflicts escalating between Havoc Corps and Asgard. It's time to take action. Objective: collect and decode the Mando Brick located at the tourist center of the southeast region. We need to utilize terrain for stealth insertion. Execute swiftly and silently.
We're in position.
Looks like someone beat us to it. We need to pick up the pace.
Brenda, clean the balcony. On your mark. Balcony clear.
Go, go, go! Clear the area. Shield down. I'm going in.
Shit! They've got a flamethrower.
Interesting.
Shoot the red.
I feel like you don't usually see these kind of. I'm not suggesting this is like milsim level, but these kinds of PC exclusive tactical shooters mixed with kind of like Call of Duty style mission structures and flamethrower units and things like that. You don't usually see that blend.
All clear. Prepare for decoding.
Or whatever that doohickey is.
That's all for mission briefing. The drill is over. Operation commences. Good luck.
Oh. I've seen that game
but
advertised.
That is not
I've seen that
all.
logo
The
on
game's
social media
premium
before.
campaign mode, Black Hawk Down, is a reimagining of the original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
Okay. That's quite cool.
Yeah.
Very good film.
Agreed.
Why are they burning tires? RPG! Hold on!
Bad year for war, great year for the birth of great individuals.
Clear. Secure and capture a team in your cabinet. Over.
Get down! Get down!
Iconic humans.
Air fight! Enemy vehicles coming! Vehicle under attack!
Games are looking so stupidly good these days. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. That looked great without even being like, while also looking.
And now, I have an update
like
for you
at
on
the level
Fatal
you'd expect
Fury,
it to.
City of
Yeah.
the Wolves.
No, yeah, no, you mean.
For real this time.
Oh, weird. Okay. So that seemed to imply that not only are the Fatal Fury characters going to Street Fighter, but also there's another Fatal Fury game being made.
I feel like this seems to be a thing they do nowadays, right? They do, especially like Smash Bros stuff. But they're coming to Smash Bros. Also, there's another game with them in. Okay.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's like you put a character into Smash Bros. Just to check, hey, do people care about this?
Right.
Like, does this franchise still have any legs?
Fatal Fury is one of the themes I've never played. That was yeah, I like never played it.
I think I might think of at least two reasons why I might take this one up.
I'd say even Street Fighter's like that nowadays.
I know. Rev it up.
Cool. Oh, hey.
Has any part of you ever considered going back to that game now that the co-op has been fully implemented?
The only reason I stopped playing it was because it had a game-breaking bug on Xbox Game Pass. To be fair, it probably worked now.
Yeah, it must. You'd hope so. If we were full-time content creators, I would put forward the idea of us testing the Halo Infinite campaign in co-op. Sure, we're not.
But we're
part-time bums with full-time jobs.
Absolutely.
We're into this studio paid Geoff $100,000 for this commercial part of the show. Yeah.
For this mobile game that looks nothing like this when you play it. It's a match 3 game.
Literally. Match 3 game with energy.
You've got to wait a day to get your energy back.
You really thought you were going to play more than 10 rounds of this game? Yeah. Have a little patience. Yeah. Also, the first time, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but this also has coincided with the first time tonight that I've double checked the time. We are not that far into the show.
Water balloon! Lots can make that for ya.
You're next.
Okay, all right. I was a little bit mean saying a match 3 game. It's an interesting concept.
The gameplay absolutely looks fine. Yeah.
On Switch as well. I bet that's fun.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a good time. Ooh. I was about to say these look like Clank, but then I know that there's a big community of people out there who get very unhappy if you use the wrong word. Like if you say mech instead of Gundam instead of, you know,
I was
this, that, and the other.
Core, but yeah, I don't know. I'm with you. I don't know the term.
Gundam was the first thing that I thought, but there's definitely some Armored Core going. Did you ever play that last Armored Core game?
No.
It was good.
I would like to have a go.
I think you'd have liked it.
Okay.
Right, yeah. It did have some boss battles that just made you go, fuck this. Like, where did this come from? But I do think you might have liked it.
That looked pretty good. I tell you
We're
what,
back here at Summer Game Fest, and that was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive aerial and ground combat with lightning.
If you don't want to play an actual Gundam game, Gundam just got added to Call of Duty.
Jason Blum and his Blumhouse banner have become synonymous with incredible horror films over the years.
I saw that.
Like Get Out, Megan, and last year's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, now Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a big way.
What's a Blumhouse film? Paranormal Activity, the game.
Dark times await us.
How would you pronounce that word?
Vengeance will take shape.
What? What's going on? Oh, they're doing multiple games at once.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep.
So this is their announcement. Like there is new studio from them.
I am terrified to sleep, and I am scared to death.
Yeah, I guess they're basically saying, yeah, we're getting into the games scene in a big way, and we're doing 4 games at once.
That's cool. I like horror games.
Here's the spotlight.
I'll save you.
And the other thing about all of these games that we're looking at is none of them are cheap cash-ins on Blumhouse properties.
The local police department asked me to help with a case.
There's no Megan game, you know.
Why would they need a game designer?
They look like the Blumhouse
should have some developer
games whereby you just fund loads of horror games, and then some go mental and some just die away. But it doesn't matter because as long as enough.
Oh wow! If that's like the next big Sam Barlow project, then that's a great game.
Who's Sam Barlow?
He's the half mermaid. He did a lot of the live action stuff, like Her Story, Telling Lies, and then the most recent one was oh god, I forgot its name. The one that came to Netflix eventually, the Immortality.
Oh, okay.
It's like the ones that use live action.
Please welcome Jason Blum, CEO and founder of Blumhouse, and Luis Blaine, creative lead at Blumhouse Games.
That's cool. We're here announcing our new studio, Blumhouse Games.
Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
We like
well,
money,
we've
Geoff.
been very, very busy.
Yes,
I'm very happy to be here.
We saw
Thank
how
you
much
for
money
having
everyone
us.
else was
Thank you
making.
guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming. Don't worry. Anyway, horror is, to my great relief, getting more and more popular. Our movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events. And we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see
Exactly
here. We're
what you
going to
said.
do
Yeah.
independent games. We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these
I
creators
like their way of doing
to
it, I
be
must admit.
weird
Like, I
and
think they've got such a good
subversive
idea
and find the most effed up,
Yeah.
scariest
I mean, make
things
no
they
mistake,
can
it
and put them
maximizes
into
profits
really
on their end.
cool
Of course,
games.
you know, every $5 million movie that makes $100 million
they
at the
look
box
great.
office
It's a really
lines
diverse,
his
cool
pockets more than
slate.
the creators, but it works.
It does work. Okay, I'm getting a spinny wheel again. Come on, thing.
There's a horror game for everyone. So maybe you're,
You're
a
listening
fan
to
of
Louise Blaine.
nostalgic 90s experiences with a bit of a twist.
Is that the girl?
Intense first-person
I might
shooters.
pause for 5
or maybe,
seconds
Geoff, you
just
just
to-
want some bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming sim. I think, you know, we as horror fans, we know that there are so many different subgenres to explore, and our independent development partners, they feel the same, and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we have cosmic horror. And our team has worked really hard to work with global, creative, talented partners.
The good thing about Blumhouse,
and that
though, is
means
like,
for us
when you can get creative, tied with
we
profit making, that's like the golden.
really want to,
like the golden. What's the word?
as we're working in indie projects,
formula.
which means
Ratio.
that we can take
Yeah, isn't
risks.
it? Like every,
you know, we
fine,
can be
make
flexible,
money as long as you're
and
giving
really
money
we can
to
push
like
the
small
limits of
creators
what's
to try
possible
new
in
stuff.
scary
That's
storytelling, and we're so excited.
Sure.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Like,
all
if
the
you were to
stuff you
ask the
have
people
there,
who
and I
are
know,
making those games,
you know,
all
we'll
they've
get
been
into when
focused on
games are
having
coming
that
out,
is the
but
fact
some of
that
these are coming
they got the
soon,
platform
Jason, right? We got a
and the
good slate.
funds
Well, yeah,
and the
we're
backing
on
to make their
PC
dream
and
projects,
console,
right?
and
Exactly.
and
they're not taking any of the
Yeah,
risk.
we wanted to start with,
You know, and for
with
every
not just one.
$5
but we wanted to
million,
start with a
$100
few
million
games.
movie
So,
there is. There's a
so
$5 million,
you want
$5
to tell us
million
about those?
that
Yeah, so
loses
Fear the
Blumhouse
Spotlight
money
is our
and,
first
yeah.
release coming
So,
later
man,
this
I'm
year,
making a horror
and it
game.
really
I'm
hits
gonna
our
sell it
mission
to
statement.
Blumhouse.
It's an amazing 90s
You're going to
horror
send an
experience.
email on
It's
Monday
got
to
great
Jason
characters, a
at
compelling narrative.
BlumhouseGames.com.
It's also
You know it.
super creepy, and I think people will be big fans of it, even if you're not normally into horror. And quickly, actually, Fear the Spotlight is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase, so stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse Games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling off. Jason, Luis, thanks so much for being here on Summer Games.
Thank you, guys.
All right. And now here's the world premiere of a brand new Power Rangers game with
Power
a
Rangers
retro
game.
feel.
I just hit that for you to know where I'm at.
Again?
He just said Power Rangers game. That's what I was saying. Just so you knew where I was at.
Oh, you are like ahead of me, so I will get to do some catching up. Oh, digital effects.
Oh, this looks wicked. Such a sucker for
This
the
is,
retro
this is,
style.
I was going to say, this is right up your street. And digital effects were the ones who did that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection thing, like however long ago that was, with and the Space Jam fighting it. They've done a lot of good stuff.
It's cool to see how they do the, I don't know what it's called, when they all join together to like big robot. How interesting to see how
Oh.
There you go.
Beat the devil. These are rewinds.
That was cool. I'm not even a Power Ranger fan, but I love that.
Yeah, any throwback arcade brawler. So
exactly.
There's always going to be some fun to be had.
Yeah.
Who's this? I don't want to cry anymore, Jonesy.
Oh, I look so cute. Go on, little dear. You can do it.
Are you really going on a journey of emotional growth if you aren't walking from left to right for multiple hours?
To be fair, like I've done it this year quite often with games, and I've quite enjoyed it, so I might have to do it again.
What, walking from left to right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Been
a big year. Been a big year for walking from left to right.
What is it called? Oh my god, I can't remember. I'm American Arcadia. Like that was.
Oh right, yeah.
Left to right.
You definitely walk from left to right in that.
And Far Shore. both of those this year.
Oh yeah, you played
sailing left and right. I'm walking a little bit left and right.
Yeah, I was going to say Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is almost a left to right game, but you do some right to left at times,
and some up.
It's just the nature of the map, and some down, and some up.
Dear and boy.
Say what you see.
Yeah.
If you don't know how
What
to
a
do, can't go
beautiful
with the
game,
good title.
Dear
Baby
and
Reindeer,
Boy,
the
which
game.
comes from first-time
Oh,
developer
God, don't.
Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project alone in 2020 during the pandemic and now has a team of 8 helping him realize his vision with financial aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on. All right, next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open-world action RPG from Warhorse Studios. Here is a brand new look.
The best
What
laid
liked about
plans
this?
of men.
You are.
I never played the original. No, I
Don't
said
always
people are. I never
come
played the
to
original.
No, me either. I know the hype is real. The hype is
Man
big.
proposes.
Yeah. I might
God
play this.
disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. These 2 young fellas, I need to find them. One's a smart-ass smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare
Still
you?
not many games that take on the kind of the medieval thing, but without any sort of fantasy.
Praise
Just
be
kind
to
of
our
playing
Lord
it straight.
Jesus Christ.
Seems too easy to
Our
chuck
Father.
a dragon or
There
Right,
are many
exactly.
sinners in this world.
Or a spell.
But in the end, we all face your judgment
Like,
for what we should have done,
day one.
but lacked the courage to do.
The last
Especially
time I
this
ran
story,
away, I
like-
lost everything.
especially like a
never gonna
medieval
run
game
from
that's
that
this
fucker
story
again.
without
Right, you're right. You're quite right.
God, is this retribution for my sins?
To the task!
I remember they were very proud of their swordplay in the original.
Come on!
To the task!
To the fucking task.
That looks wicked. Not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
haven't really paid any attention to it so far. But
Next, we step into the dark mind of
that's cool.
Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama-san. Back in 2021, we announced his new game, Slitterhead, at the Game Awards, and now we're giving you a look at the gameplay from his independent, Tokyo-based studio.
Always annoyed at this game because they stole the pet name that I have for my penis.
What was it?
Oh, you'll see at the end of the trailer, I'm sure. Any guesses?
Lil Jimmy.
You think this is a horror game from the mind of Silent Hill called mind of the creator of Silent Hill called Little Jimmy?
Roundy Head.
You're actually very close. You got the second half of it right. What is this? Driver Driver San Francisco, whatever it's called, but. What on earth? Yeah. How much is it a bit stiff? Maybe it might be very early, but. Whoa. They stole that move from Blade. Have you seen the arm thing yet?
Yeah. Is that from Blade?
Yeah, Stephen Dorff does that in the final fight of the first Blade movie. His arm gets chopped off, and he like, there you go. There's the
Slitterhead.
You missed it.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, Stephen Dorff does that in the end of the first Blade movie. Shout out Stephen Dorff, by the way, if you're watching.
Look, there's your Slitterhead again.
What do you mean?
It looks like a
That's
bean.
You say my penis looks like a bean.
From the back, it looks
There's
like
a reason why I'm called Killer Bean. It's because I'm good at what I do. Really.
What the hell is this? Killer Bean?
It's a Killer Bean, yeah.
I've never heard of Killer Bean.
I used to be an assassin for the Shadow Agency.
This is just Max Payne.
An international organization powerful enough to shape the world.
That's all you need.
Until they lied to me and tried to kill me. Now, I'm gonna destroy
Grand Theft
them.
Bean Toad. Bean Theft Auto?
You're the gosh darn idiot who wants to take down the Shadow Agency. Well, it is sure nice to meet you. Before you die.
I feel like those guns are like the ones that Nicolas Cage has in Face Off or something.
Oh, right, yeah. The ones that they get out again in that comedy he did with Pedro Pascal. Did you ever see that in the end?
Yes, I did. The overwhelming weight of massive talent or something?
Yeah.
I forgot they had that,
right?
They made me who
Well, I think because the guy has a shrine
and
to
I will make
him
them
and
pay
movie
for
rights, doesn't he?
Killer Bean. That looks pretty sick in a really weird way.
Glad you like that one. That was Killer Bean, a third-person roguelike shooter made by another single developer, believe it or not, right here in Los Angeles, Jeff Liu, who previously worked as an animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded. So fun. It's amazing what can happen in this industry. All right, to introduce their brand new game, please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small independent studio in Montpellier, France, Audrey LaPrince and Emmerich Toth.
It's a bean, guys. Behave yourselves.
Hello, Jeff, everyone.
Clitoris bean.
I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we're here to introduce our new game, Cairn, a survival climber. When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an expedition to Mount K2, but half of his team didn't come back.
Cairn the game.
And I've always wondered why do alpinists
you have to successfully make complaints to the manager or die.
This is something we wanted to explore.
Oi, get off my lawn. What are you doing skateboarding up here?
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits.
You have permission
climb
to
a
be busking on the high
mountain
street from the
to
local
reach a
council.
summit never reached before. And the climbing
noise
gameplay
pollution.
is the challenge. It's very intense and realistic. It's a face-off between you and the mountain. And what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes.
I reckon these guys were really
It's the
pissed off when
actual
Jusant came out
climbing
last
gameplay.
year and was good.
Yeah, another French.
You can see more
We
later
have
today
been
during
making
the
a
other
French
devs, but
climbing
now
game
let's
as
have a look.
well for the last 4 years. To be fair, I never played Haven, but Fury was a banger. Great soundtrack.
She's climbing to the top of the mountain to make a complaint.
Yeah, that's where customer service said the manager was.
Don't worry, no one ever makes
That's
it up
his
there to
double
complain.
mountain.
She's like, I bloody will.
Do you know what? I would play, even with Jusant on my mind, I would play another intense climbing game. Although this looks way more intense. Look at that knee wobbling.
Looks good. I didn't play Jusant. I'd like to play it. I played a bit of The Climb yesterday.
Jusant is on Game Pass if you fancy it. How you played the climb on the Quest 3?
Yeah.
Is that still like the climb that goes all the way back to the like OG headsets? That
I think so.
version.
I believe so.
Because didn't we play it in an all-time gaming video?
You guys did, I think so. I don't think I played it. Yeah, I remember you guys played it.
No. I think Chris might have played it, and I played Robo Recall, and you played the one where you have to ski to move.
Oh, yes.
So I had weird footage of you moving your like.
Oh, cairn. Like the Scottish word for mountain.
Yeah, but said in a French accent. Kieran.
Kieran. No, is cairn the little stack of stones, or is it the mountain? I can't remember.
A cairn is a mound of rough stones
not
built
meant
as
to
a
be
memorial
here.
or landmark,
That's
yeah.
it, yeah.
Or a small terrier
fighter.
of a breed with short legs.
I'm meant to be in the
a lawless body
arena
and a shaggy coat.
in combat. But instead, I'm out here in
It's
the
not
middle
Karen
of the
the
woods.
game, that's better. It's
running a
called
tea
Karen.
shop.
Karen.
So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening. And I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience. And I'm not really the patient type. But I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere.
This is Dave the Diver.
When all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can
Hot
stop.
Panic's in the chat. Hey, Chris.
I can stop
Hey.
running. This is good for me. I
Shout
need to
out
enjoy
to
this. I feel good.
The big
I'm
man.
happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Who I think I might be further than in Elden Ring now, so I'm going to gloat about that. I told him where I was the other day and he didn't reply, which I presume meant that he got very angry.
He's just been obsessively playing Elden Ring to get past you.
That was Wonder
Hey, if he
Stop,
wants
the
to turn it
announcement
into
of
a
the next
competition,
game from
be my guest.
Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable. I sense there's a twist
He's still
coming
better
as
at
you
it than me,
expect
though.
from him, and Ivy
Make no
Road
mistake.
cannot wait to play that. All right, now here's a look at the story trailer for Unknown
Great
Nine
at the Stanley
Awakening, a
Parable.
narrative
Yeah,
action
said
adventure
couldn't-
game that
it's
tells the
great,
story of Haruna, a young woman born with the
I'll have
ability
to play
to
that
venture
Ivy Road
into
game
the
just for
fold,
the fact
the
that
dimension
it's made
that
by
overlaps
someone
our
in
own.
Stanley Parable. That was a great game.
Turn your thoughts inward and focus on your shade. Do you feel it?
I do.
Your progress is impressive lately, Haruna.
These are incredible.
They called themselves the Sahin. 9 among them were chosen and shielded from death.
The Unknown Nine. Does this have anything to do with why Vincent is here?
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the Nine. It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Why are you so interested in Vincent, anyhow?
He killed someone I loved.
Remember stepping. Find
Classic
your
evil
target
white guy.
and bridge the gap.
You don't belong here.
You're wrong. This is exactly where I'm meant to be.
Chris said he's just been swamped. He said nothing but love. He'll reply tomorrow when he's finally caught up.
Interestingly, yeah, didn't acknowledge the Elden Ring
The
element.
fold is a strange place.
Unknown Nine Awakening.
Vincent found something down there.
That rings a bell. Was that announced before? Was this one of the games that one of those weird Xbox presentations earlier in the year?
I finally have
I remember
something.
there's one of those that I didn't pay that much
Something that I
attention
want
to,
to
but
protect.
Unknown Nine
I'll
rings a bell.
steal your heart. Adventure starts.
I presume we'll see more of the real Monster Hunter at some point tonight.
Yeah, I think it's more than likely, right?
Yeah. No disrespect to stories, that is, but... Oh, that's a cool mask. Pajama Games.
delusion taken form walks into my great hall.
They hired the same choir that they got to do Skyrim.
Feel honored to fight a legend.
Is it too cynical of me whenever I see masks like that in a game? I'm like, oh, they didn't want to do facial animation.
Your greatest.
It definitely makes life easier. The other thing about this trailer was, and it's very transparent of them, I guess, but it does change my expectations. At the beginning, it said like the developer name, but then it cut to another logo that was like cinematic by blank. So this is, you know, an outhouse job, which is fine. Everyone does it, but one of those things that makes you conscious that you're not going to learn a huge amount about the game that you're technically being introduced to. At least they made the masks relevant. If everyone's got a mask and ripping them off people's faces is what you do, then...
Oh, and now he's got his face on.
Well, he's wearing it. See, you have to take it back now, Jonesy. The masks are very important. If the word mask appears in the name of this game, you're in big trouble.
Onitria, the last song. Onitria?
Onitria, yeah.
All right, we're back here live for more Summer Game Fest. The First Descendant, powered by Unreal Engine 5, is a next-gen looter shooter with dynamic cooperative gameplay, including a grappling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new trailer and the reveal of the release date.
What are you chuckling at?
Just that Geoff giving his top-line notes introducing a game, and one of the things that was important enough for him to say was, with a grappling hook feature, it's like, it's a looter shooter coming to this gen consoles later this year. Unreal Engine 5 has got a grappling hook. It's like, okay.
Yeah, Chris said face off for the mask game.
Yeah. Missed opportunity to get Nick Cage back out on stage. Damn it.
Yeah, should have done it.
And John Travolta, though we've done completely full circle. Then John Travolta stays on stage to announce the Grease DLC for insert game title here.
Very pretty. Don't know much about the game still.
Very pretty. They've got a music licensing budget. Do they have a game development budget? I'll have to wait and see.
July 2nd is... Wow, okay, so less than a month.
We won't have to wait long. And
That
I've just seen the
looks
Nexon
awesome.
logo, so
The First
that
Descendant
answers
will
the
be
question.
available
Yes, they've got
across
the budget for both.
PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Wishlisted now and prepare for the release on July 2nd. And now, please welcome two developers whose hit indie game, Among Us, took the world by storm in a couple of game awards. From Inner Sloth, here are Victoria Tran and Forrest Willard.
Someone's yelling, Victoria! Okay.
Oh, no. What's up, gamers?
Do you remember when they won the award and they were in that bedroom?
Can you believe
they
they
were
just,
just like,
let us
Oh,
be
it
on
was
this
during
stage? Like
COVID.
no chaperones. Like
I know.
remote,
Can we
yeah.
announce something totally fake?
Oh,
Do you
like-
think they'll let us do that?
Among Us 2.
Is that
Among
the
Us 3,
Terminator from American Pie?
4?
No.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Well,
no.
turns out we
maybe,
actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today.
As a shirt and a half.
There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, Outer Sloth, an indie game fund we made that offers the kind of deals we would have wanted back in our less popular Among E days.
This is our way of saying thank you to our crewmates, players, peers, by helping some games and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games.
But this,
and then we all
this
get
is
to
a
play
cool
them,
thing to do.
which was the real plan.
Most people don't do
really
this,
want
right?
games.
Give back.
Right.
So yeah, that's very cool.
Outer Sloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more sustainable industry. We are really excited and incredibly nervous to reveal it here and show you the current lineup of games we've managed to fund because of you. And don't worry, Geoff, it has your favorite, a ton of world premieres. Enjoy!
That's cool, man. Fair play to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely a theme of the evening.
Hi, I'm Ian from Shapeshot, and you may already be playing.
This is the game I told you would like.
Last First Logistics.
Okay. Yeah, it does look like saying I can't enjoy.
We're Trinket
Like,
Studios,
you have, like, the way you build
Battleship
those,
Brigade, and this is our card battler RPG,
things is
Battle
totally
Suit
dynamic.
Aces.
We are Studio Any%, and we're making the Marsfield Archives, a game about building and exploring connections.
Hi, we're Midnight Munches. We just released a demo for one-button bosses, or boss rush game, with a single button to press and a ton of bosses to beat.
Hey, I'm Husband, game director at Huscrofts, and this is Rogue Eclipse, our epic spaceflight action roguelike, where you'll have to customize and master your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
And we do have one more game that's very early in development.
Hi,
Among
I'm
Us
Mecha,
2.
creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover new dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for one last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
That was wicked. Fair play
Rad.
to them, man.
Yeah, love that.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest. Those all look fantastic, and I cannot wait to play them. But all of those amazing indie games aren't the only
Next
thing
year,
coming
Outer
out of
Sloth
Inner
will be
Sloth.
having their own,
Did you know that there's
their own
going to
show.
be an Among Us TV show?
I thought you were going to say next year Outer Sloth
Sounds
for
like you
making
did.
half of their
Yes,
stuff
there's
redundant.
going to be an Among Us TV
I prefer
show.
your version.
Check out this sneak peek.
That'd be Annapurna, Devolver.
I can already see this on the TV in your house.
Yeah, I was just thinking this is probably. I'll probably watching this with the little ones. Dad, can you watch Among Us? It's so mad as well because they obviously went from like a little game that went mental and people were playing online, and then it was not only the game, it was the merch and everything. The IP is worth a bloody fortune now of Among Us. Oh, some big names.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a great voice cast. Yeah, no, and it's crazy just to think again. I think that's the
Up
peak of that
next, we
game during
have
lockdown
Sonic
where
X Shadow
like
Generations.
OAC was doing like live streams on Twitch with like
A definitive
12
greatest
of the
hit
biggest
collection
Twitch
of
streamers
3D
and
and
stuff like
2D levels from Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's
Hey,
time
let's
for
see.
a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from a standalone campaign, as well as the official release date announcement.
Oh. not sure which I'd rather have been left in the past, Sonic or dubstep. This is testing the limits for both of them for me.
Do you know what I would? So having played some like Sonic Frontiers and also having played some of the new Sonic, what they called it, the multiplayer side platformer, so old school side.
Yeah, I remember the one that actually got announced this time last year.
Yeah.
It came out around Christmas time.
Multiplayer on that was not enjoyable.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, it was a mess to try. I'm sure some people loved it, but I just could not get into it at all.
The Year of Shadow, right? A movie coming in December, too. Exciting stuff. All right. In the upcoming online survival game, Dune Awakening from Funcom, there is one small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience.
I still haven't seen the second part of the movie.
Let's find out for the first time what that is.
It was good, as I'm sure you heard.
The only peace I find is a future that never happened.
I'm down for this. I just wish it wasn't like an MMO kind of
One
thing.
where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. I created the future until it created me. But I see a narrow way, a path that might have been. What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change. Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across the planet. Fremen exterminated. No Muad'Dib. No Lisan al-Gaib. No Kwisatz Haderach. All of my visions lead to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
I know that wasn't his actual likeness, but that character model was a close enough approximation to make me realise I never want to see Timothée Chalamet with a full beard. I just don't think he's got the chops
More
for it.
Dune Awakening coming at Gamescom ONL in August. Now it is time to see the announcement of another new game from a brand new development studio.
This looks rad, but I want to know what the game looks like.
Yeah, it's like you can put something out there that looks amazing, but it
yeah,
doesn't mean anything until you know anything about the game.
Yeah, sometimes I just wish we had a little bit more to go on. Than some of these trailers are giving us.
To tell us more about Battle Aces and show you the gameplay, here's David Kim from Uncapped Games.
Thanks,
Take it all
Geoff.
back.
So Battle Aces is the RTS game for everyone. It's for players that are brand new to RTS as well as RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as World of Warcraft did for MMOs.
Especially when they
or
describe it as an
Hearthstone did
RTS for
card
everyone,
games.
and you're sitting there thinking,
So Battle Aces
I can think of at least
is
one
an
person that's not for.
action-packed army versus army
Me.
game that has a high emphasis on the strategy. We want to bring this type of very specific RTS fun to players in two major ways. First, we want to amplify both the in and out of game strategizing through unit decks. And what makes unit decks very cool is not only will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless possibility of strategies. Second, We want to eliminate the tedious clicks required to play an RTS as much as possible so that players playing this game are experiencing only the fun parts of playing an RTS
We want to
game.
get rid of the clicks of an
if you want
RTS.
to
So
learn
it's
more
an
about-
Last year, the finals, with its unparalleled destruction wrapped in the world's most deadly game show. Now, after dozens of updates and 2 seasons, we're unveiling
no.
where contestants
I had
will be
an
going in
alert
the
to say
all-new
OBS is
season
shutting
starting
down.
next week
Then it
on
said-
June
then it's fine.
13th.
It said
Sharpen your
OBS is back.
katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the finals.
Why? Why do these techie things happen?
If they hit that reset
The
button,
finals.
it can
Oh
take us
yeah,
anywhere.
this game.
Yeah, this game.
The
It's good.
AOVO game. It's not, but it's a bit.
It's telling that that's the only headline that you remember about this game that has been out for months.
You played it a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember you saying
I actually think that it's got quite a lot going for it, and that like we were talking about X-Defiant on the most recent episode of the podcast, and how that's got not a particularly close approximation of the Call of Duty gameplay, but it's definitely trying to emulate some of that feeling. The finals is actually weirdly unique. It's got some Battlefield-esque elements in there, but it's a very fun and surprisingly unique game that I just don't really know anyone who played. So I played it a bit on my own and just kind of. It should. I don't know. I think the finals is enough going for it.
The finals
that's
in
the thing. It could have been a slam dunk.
All right. Please welcome multiple
struggling.
Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
Hey. There he is. Oh, look at the frills on the shirt. Oh, he's doing it. Have you played that
I
game
think
yet?
that's enough.
No, not yet.
Thank you.
It's on my list. It's definitely
Hi.
on my list.
You see, this is now the only way they let me come on stage to tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2. Many of you have been posting your Remedy game collection pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far digital only, sadly missing.
Classy cat. He's got to look classy though, so he's wearing a fancy
we are
shirt.
excited to announce
I love
physical deluxe editions and physical collector's editions for Alan Wake 2 coming this fall. You can lock in your copy starting tomorrow. Next,
I know a lot of people
we
care about that.
promised you some expansion content for Alan Wake 2, right? I'm thrilled to introduce you all to Night Springs. It contains 3 episodes.
That's the in-universe
with 3
TV show.
familiar, fan-favorite playable characters in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky what-if scenarios. It was
it's basically
a
like their
chance
version
for
of
us
the
to
Twilight
really
Zone, or whatever
go
it's called.
out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable in less than 24 hours.
Nice.
Tomorrow.
I like it.
Yes.
Come on.
Thank you. Now, with this world premiere,
that's sick.
I invite you to step into Night Springs.
There was something fucking crazy, Sam. Come on.
Night Springs, a special
Oh,
place,
Wall and Doors
a
back.
shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us in Night Springs.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan. You're the only one who can save me. And I will come back for you, my love.
And cut. Sean, I'm really happy.
This is gonna get strange.
I was the only one who could save
That was
the
Jesse
writer
in
and
control
the
as well.
very soul of literature.
Something was different.
have a shotgun.
Well, I gotta... Wait, that's a real shotgun?
That was wicked.
Who can ever truly know how
Not even played Alan Wake 2 yet.
rabbit hole goes?
Oh man, so sick. One of those like sort of like Kojima-esque situations that we've talked about in the past, where you just sit there and go, whoever's writing the checks that Sam Lake and Remedy are cashing, please, like, just keep them coming indefinitely, because that moment in there where Sean Ashmore, like, who's the detective character in Alan Wake 2, it like cut, and it was almost like then they were on a set, and Sam Lake, who was also another character in Alan Wake 2, was like directing it. Yeah. I need to know what's going on. Sorry, I'm talking all over this trailer. Where is my mic?
Oh, I see. I was trying to place the song.
Yeah. AKA the song from the end of Fight Club.
This is Eternum.
Oh, cool. So that's a console port. This is the Amazon Games like MMO that was out for a little while.
That's right. New World Eternum will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th. And now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment HSR in the chat to claim a special in-game bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards. And speaking of Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse's latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version 2.3 special program a few hours ago. But there's more. A sneak peek at the upcoming expedition featuring a beloved character who is clearly ready for the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
Why do people choose to sleep? It's because they're afraid to wake up from the dream. You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. The nightmarish past will disperse and fade away like bubbles in water, and the future that you don't want to face will never come.
Got some style.
I feel like if I was a kid these days, I'd be a Hoyoverse kid, but just not, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Like Genshin Impact was, that was a jam. I can see why people liked it. You know?
Yeah. But even
Because in the
Honkai Star Rail, like,
I
don't, you know, the people who I know or have spoken to who have played it have liked it. I don't think there's much negativity out there around it.
I can't miss out. I'm joining too.
They've got another one coming out, right? That Zenless Zone Zero that we've seen a good handful of times.
Yeah.
I was going to say I've seen this game on Twitch a few times. I think it might be a PC exclusive at the moment. I think it's almost like an extraction sword and sorcery game.
That's cool. Nice mashup of concepts.
At least that's the vibe I got from the gameplay I saw, was like people fighting, looting each other, and then trying to get out.
There you have it, the unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure, Dark and Darker, is now live on both Steam and Epic Games Store today. So play it this weekend. All right. Lots of fans are joining us here in person at the YouTube Theater, and we thank you for that. And ahead of the show, 4 lucky fans were upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket upgrade. With Discover, you don't have to be a VIP to be treated like one.
Who picked 7 empty
here's the
chairs
announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsugami Path of the Gods.
Yeah, they should have put the not VIP VIPs into those chairs in front of them.
Yeah, unless being a part of the VIP experience is having an empty seat in front of you for your feet.
So you can see clearly. Maybe it is.
Yeah, so you're not sat behind some 7-foot weirdo.
My wife was saying to me before that she was like, "It was 2 hours." I said, "Yeah, it's 2 hours." She said, "Oh, is it all going to be? Could you skip some of it? Is it all going to be like bangers? Or she said, could you just do like half of it?" And I said, "The problem is, the first third will be good. The last bit of the second third and the first bit of the last third will be crap, and then the end will be really good."
Oh God. It's depressing how right you are.
She's like, "Okay." Like, yeah, because they got to keep you in.
Right, there's absolutely like a 45-minute long supercut of this show that is only the stuff you want to see, but Geoff isn't going to let you get to it easily.
It's like when you go to an award show and they for your kids, and then they spread everything out so that not everyone just leaves in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I wasn't paying attention.
It was proper Breath of the Wild.
This doesn't look like. I'm not going to guess just in case I'm wrong. I don't want to be embarrassed in front of our viewers.
That's insane.
Oh, the gliders. Yeah, sure. Guns less so. Oh, okay. You're not gonna believe me, but that was what I thought it was.
Okay.
Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know?
Oh, nice.
Well, you's a naughty little corgi.
I wish we played this. This would have been a great stream game.
We talked about it before, didn't we? We said it'd be so much fun.
Yeah, we did talk about it. We still could get the gang together. Is this maybe? Was this? I don't know if this ever came to PlayStation, so maybe this is a.
Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know?
Is it from the makers of
Gang Beasts?
Gang Beasts.
No, I think it's nothing to. So I remember when we first saw gameplay of it, I was like, oh my god, is this Gang Beasts 2? And it became. Right, exactly. The physics, the headbutting, it looks identical. And then I was like, oh no, it's all animals. And then sure enough, it was a completely different game. Whoa.
I mean, I would have thought someone getting sued if you put that out. Like, it's very similar to Gang Beasts.
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine people here at MCorp, so we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations, and reassure you that things here at MCorp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at MCorp loves this town. We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks because of what you're saying about what MCorp's doing to this town, all those lies. Everyone at MCorp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack,
so he's called Tim Robinson, and the show's called I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson. But this is Skate. Confusingly.
That's not about this. That's a father and son. That's actually a home issue. We love it here at MCorp, and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time.
He's a very funny man. I don't know if this.
No,
this is what I was saying.
Good. Like, looks.
Remember,
I might have to watch the show.
Yeah, it's the show's eclectic. Like it's kind of like a sketch show almost, so it's all over the place.
All right.
But that was remember at the
welcome
start of the live stream,
now
I was
let's
like,
head to Sam
Skate socials have been like
for a
taken
new
over
look
by something.
at Skate
It was
from
like that
EA.
weird M Corp company. Like all their branding has
Hey,
been.
Jeff, how you doing, bud?
Oh, here you go. Yeah.
Crap. Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're
I
gonna need a
hope we
lot of
start to
help
see what
cleaning
the
that
final
up.
look
That's
of the
bad.
game is, because all the gameplay we've seen so far has been super. I was going to say like early and with basic textures and wireframes and shit. I can't remember if I'm even allowed to say this, but I played this game like a year ago.
Like a closed beta.
Yeah. It didn't feel like perfect. It didn't feel like my memory of Skate 2 and 3 especially, but it was getting there. I guess that's why they're still playing.
Very exciting that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future. Our next world premiere is an indie sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide.
Oh, Palworld.
That's right, I'm talking about Palworld.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Game Fest. Now, here is the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
There's something so strange. Admittedly, having not played Palworld, there's something so strange to me where like getting like an update from a game that sold like tens of millions of paid units earlier this very year should feel massive, and yet this doesn't feel like a big deal at all.
I think it's what I said. If you're not part of it, it doesn't. You know. It's
How many people are still playing?
I don't
Should
know
I
anyone
check?
who plays Palworld, to be honest. Maybe I'm sure.
I remember Steph did play it.
Okay. Stronghold oil rig. Like they're just copying every other game. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like your home base is an oil rig. Metal Gear 5.
Okay. So, according to Steam charts, if you look at top games by current players, it's number 96 in the world, which is
not.
More people are playing Fallout New Vegas at the moment than they're playing Palworld.
That was high on the Steam charts.
Surprising.
Congrats to Palworld.
Yeah.
I suppose
Update.
it had a really.
Next up, we've
went
got
really
a
hard
big
at the beginning, which is
announcement
why
from
it's so big.
Valorant.
This is the
Here's
thing,
Andy Ho and Anar Gilfison from the Valorant dev team. Guys.
And maybe new content is what it needs, which is what it's getting.
Yeah.
So, you know, you could be totally wrong.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey, everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
I was going to say,
Millions of players
Valorant was
all
still
over
going.
the world have earned their own
Valorant's
Valorant
still
moments
quite
on
big.
PC.
Should we see when
And today,
Valorant lands
the
on
stage
that?
is
Yeah,
set
you can
to
imagine.
welcome a
on that
whole
same
new group
chart.
of players.
Do it.
Let's take a look.
Target down.
Where's Valorant? I think it's got its own client. the own Riot Games clan. I was just going to see how many people are watching the respective games on Twitch, though. Which, again, not a great way of gauging against popularity, but I was kind of curious. Can't find Palworld at the moment. Palworld has 207 viewers, and Valorant has 64,000.
Whoa! Yeah, that's good.
Reeling them in.
No one can hold that breath forever.
I do kind of like not the in-game visual style of Valorant, but like the motion graphics and kind of like the work they do in the trailers. Yeah. I remember Chris and I back in the day as well.
Was
talking about
Valorant's
some of the
core
editing,
tactical gameplay.
On some of their
everything
kind of like
you just saw was captured on console and with a controller.
Esports stuff and
Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S this year. Our limited beta starts June 14th, and you can sign up right now at beta.playvalorant.com.
We are so excited for your input to make sure that Valorant plays great on console. And we hope to see you soon in the limited beta. But before we go, here's the head of Valorant Studio, Anna Donlin.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. One of my favorite things about Valorant
Did you see that Concord
has been seeing
got
the community
priced the
build
other
the
day?
game and the sport
No, go on.
right along with us. For the last 4 years, we have been
$49.99.
on the most amazing journey, bringing
I think
Valorant to
it's
players
cheaper.
all around the world, most recently to China, where I'm currently at Valorant Masters, one of our largest global tournaments and community
So in
celebrations.
the US, it's
Seeing the
$40
community
for the
evolve as new
baseline
players
standard
bring their
edition,
passion and
$60 for the
expression to
digital
Valorant
deluxe.
has been the biggest joy of the ride so far. And now we are
Let's
ready
try
and
and find
so,
what it
so
is and see
excited
how that
to
converts
welcome
to
a whole
pounds,
new
because
group of
sometimes we
players
do
Probably a
onto
straight
new
conversion.
platforms.
Shaft did.
We hope you'll join
Yeah,
us,
sometimes,
and we can't
exactly.
wait to see where you take us next.
No, not as shafted as we could be. £35 for Concord in the UK.
That's not bad when you consider games now. This is half price basically. It's a half price game.
But yeah,
as
but
we were
some
saying,
other.
it's still probably going to struggle against other free-to-play titles. Especially when you've got something like, let's say, Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5. So they're saying, and Valorant's already a proven quantity. So it's, what you don't want is Marvel's Rivals coming out free to play. Then you don't see you're going to have Valorant coming out in their PlayStation 5 and Xbox.
X-Defiant will only be 2 months old.
Yeah.
So the time Concord comes out.
Rough environment to release into.
Yep.
Shuts it down.
And Call of Duty will be coming out 2 months afterwards. Pokemon.
Exciting to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks to the team at Riot for sharing that with us here at SGF. Our next announcement is a big deal from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals with Summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass
15
now
minutes left.
for $0 delivery fees.
Anything we haven't
and get
seen?
50%
Monster
off
Hunter?
your next DoorDash order.
Elden Ring?
Now, here in the audience, we've got a guy who is normally co-streaming our shows, Yang Ya, who is also an amazing voice actor, who's been in countless games such as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week, Yang is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character, Lance Slashblade. And we've got your exclusive first look. Check this out.
Welcome to your eternal fate.
Lance
Flashblade? But he's a video game character. Why is he here?
Yeah, I always thought Riley had a secret crush on him.
I never saw the appeal.
I long to be a hero, but darkness haunts my past.
I'm in 100%.
We were all banished here, deemed unfit, worthless.
I never saw the first one of these.
Don't you dare say
I
that.
did, it was
you
good.
do not deserve to
Yeah,
be thrown away.
heard great things.
1 second, Lance. Don't you remember his power move? I'm coming for you, Riley! Oh, yeah? Watch this! Come on! No one is totally worthless.
But I am a warrior cursed with a feeble attack.
Then you must make your curse your gift.
Shield yourself, my friends, for I shall set you all free!
The #1 gaming monitor brand in the US, Samsung, just released new 2024 monitors for gaming, work, and entertainment. Scan the QR code now to get up to $300 Samsung credit when you purchase through June 17th.
Squeeze all those last minute
plus a chance
ads
to
in,
win
Geoff.
$5,000 Samsung credit
Last
for
15
US
minutes,
residents.
make that money.
Summer Game Fest 2024! Look at all of you cooped up watching
That
video
Ken-
game
Ken
announcements.
Jong.
And yes, Chicken
He's
does
looking old.
look a lot like Ken Jong. And today,
People age, mate.
Chicken
They
is
get older.
excited to share a new game that
Not aged,
Chicken
though.
and Chicken's buddies
They
are
do.
in called Squad Busters.
Used to be.
You fight monsters, collect lots of shiny things.
I'd love to know how
and
much they paid
Chicken
him for
has
this.
a big
To get
role.
him to be in a
That's
chicken
all
suit
that
for this
matters.
game.
And here is our big ad. Squad up. Oh, oh. I mean, cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
What's going on? Who are you?
Look at your phone. I'm the chicken.
We're here to make your life more fun.
I'm fine. I drink right out of the carton.
I don't think you know the definition of fun. Come on, get up.
I am butt naked from the waist down. So
wow. Get out of the f***ing bed, dude.
Get out of the bed.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself. I think I'm an excellent candidate for the job because
Your swordplay, tell me about your swordplay.
What's Hemsworth doing?
He's one of the most equitable
Must be a
people I've
fish
ever
to fry.
met.
Great emotionally.
Also pillaged a few villages. I'm not a lawyer.
want him
Okay,
to.
I'm just a
I
lumberjack.
think you're qualified to be an accountant. So.
That's Ricci as well, isn't it?
Which is why
Christina Ricci.
you'll
Yeah,
have the job.
and Will on that.
What's the parking like?
There's more where that came
Oh, I
from.
didn't even notice Will on it.
I hope not.
He's the lumberjack.
Guys, maybe everything isn't a squad activity.
I don't know who the other
Yeah,
Friends here.
Yeah, just relax your bowels,
place.
your mind.
That's every single channel co-streaming this Summer Game Fest with a strike to worry about.
Hey, look at these clowns.
You call this a squat?
Pathetic.
Oh, weird. They're famous as well.
Jinx.
Oh, that's Dolph Lundgren.
You supposed to be a lumberjack?
That's not Dolph.
Yes, it is.
Is that Dolph?
Yep.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to want to go chop some trees, would you?
I'd be delighted.
I don't know who that is. Bella Porch was one of the chicks.
Oh.
I think our job here is done.
Where are you going? You can't leave.
Aye. We ain't never leaving you. Goodbye.
Here. I came from
This has
inside
been
you.
like a 5-minute ad. Am I missing the joke?
I mean,
is this not actually for this game?
No, it is. It is. But it's Supercell. Like the
You want me to shut the door?
Think about, so this must have cost them so much money.
Supercell have run Super Bowl adverts before. Like,
wow, Squad
yeah,
Busters.
it's probably a drop in the pond for them.
That is mental.
All right, please join me in welcoming to the
that
SGF
alone
stage
probably paid
Monster
for
Hunter series
3
producer,
first-time developer
Mr.
slots.
Ryozo Tujimoto. Ryozo-san.
Here we go. Monster
はい、サンキュージェーン。今日はですね、モンスターハンターワイルズの、最新の映像を持ってまいりました。今回ですね、はですね、後半にですね、完全新規で、今回初お披露目の大型のモンスターも出てきてますので、そちらも注目していただけたらと思います。
Thank you, Geoff. Hello, everyone. We've prepared a very special trailer today for Summer Game Fest.
I want everyone to be on the lookout for a very mysterious large monster near the end of the trailer, as it's an important monster within the game.
はい、本作ではですね、没入感とアクション、こちらの融合を目指して開発を進めております。モンスターハンターワイルズは2025年にプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ XS、そして PC で同時発売となります。また今回はですね、プラットフォームの垣根を越えて一緒に遊ぶことができますので、そちらも楽しんでいただけたらと思っています。
As you'll see, we're working to deliver a gaming experience that
merges Lost in Translation when the director, when Bill Murray's filming the advert in the movie, and the director gives him like loads of instructions, and the translator would just be like, "Look at the camera and smile." And Bill Murray's like, He said lots more than that. He was talking for like 30 seconds.
8月に行われるゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。またですね、ゲームズコンではですね、初のプレイヤブルのできるような形で出展も考えておりますので、そちらもぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っています。
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at Opening Night Live at Gamescom in August. And our first public hands-on playable demo of Monster Hunter Wilds will also debut at Gamescom. Thank you.
Over there!
Why are you here?
You can't do this alone!
We need to shake them off! Follow me! Yeah! Here it comes!
There's too many of them!
Watch out for that glove! I will draw its iron! Cover me!
You got it. Be careful.
Be ready! If we can make it to the rocks, we may lose them! As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
I do like shit you have big guns. Something this game did have good.
Don't worry, the hunter is here. Just watch. You'll see what hunting is all about.
Cool. Another nice trailer.
Yeah.
They're really
Thank you, Ryosa-san. We will see you at Gamescom in August. Now, during last year's PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
Didn't expect this to be the closer, but...
Would you reckon there'll be a, oh, actually, there was one more secret?
He claimed on his live stream prior to the show that there won't be a one more thing.
Right. And he did just say the final game. What I've left. That will be a bit more
42,
yeah.
41. The face of this is here!
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
This is a bit sort of like Black Myth Wukong for me in terms of like, it all looks really cool. I just hope it plays as well as it looks and actually comes out. Yeah. Obviously Black Myth Wukong has been around for enough years and that game is very much real, but this one is certainly the second time we're seeing this. It's like the speed.
Frenetic.
Talk about high heels.
That looks so good. Full demo that media will be playing this weekend, so you'll hear much more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Thank you, Geoff. I had such an amazing time. Happy Summer Game Fest, everyone.
Thanks, Joy. And we have so much more, so stay tuned because Day of the Devs is coming up live right now on the stream, featuring an hour of indie game reveals, including the next game from Cappy, and that's followed by Devolver Direct. Now, keep checking SummerGameFest.com for other event streams this weekend, and we'll see you again live this August 20th in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, Day of the Devs starts right now.
Thanks, Geoff.
Till next time.
Alright, I'm going to pause this stream before it gets into Day of the Devs. If it goes to something that I can pause on. There we go.
Yeah, there's a little thank you for watching screen.
That'll work. Nice. What did you think?
Another SGF in the bag. What did I think? Well, Geoff was very careful to temper expectations prior to the show, something he caught a little bit of flack for from certain people, but I do think it helps, help people keep their imaginations in check. It's always funny, as I said at the top of the show, watching this with the YouTube chat alongside it, because you get to see just how bad people are at sort of reminding themselves the scale of these shows and the service they're kind of there to provide. It wasn't a blockbuster SGF by any means. There weren't any real shocks or surprises. There were some games that, when we take a step back and think about them, they were good gets for a show like this, like Lego Horizon Adventures and Civilization and things like that, and Monster Hunter at the end there, that are like solid gets. But I think if there was a theme to this show, it was, spotlighting and highlighting the flip side of the industry. That, if sort of like, if the AAA side of the games industry is in not quite turmoil, but in an unusual place, in a more difficult place than it's ever been before, it was a reminder that the independent scene is arguably in a stronger place than it's ever been before, certainly in terms of the platforms that people have to build and promote and release these games. And that Geoff is a part of that. I thought, and that's why things like I know that it was separate to what Geoff does himself, but the outer Sloth, I guess, reveal from the Among Us folks, like stuff like that was cool.
And it was Blumhouse Games kind of a similar
exactly,
as well, right?
Yeah. A different slant on it, but the same kind of like fundamental ideas, and I think it was interesting that it made a lot more sense when you go back to the beginning of the show, and he framed it by reminding us that 8 of the 10 biggest games of the year thus far have been games of that ilk. That is what players are being drawn towards. Those are the kinds of experiences we're supporting. And these are the platforms. These are the kinds of the platforms that allow games like that to appear on our radar in most cases for the very first time. So it was successful in that sense. Not a blockbuster, like I said, but a totally fine show that didn't manage to just about skirt sort of snooze fest territory and just about kind of kept things interesting. Oh, and of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that the Alan Wake 2 DLC looks absolutely ludicrous, and the fact that that's out this weekend is awesome.
No, agreed. I've also got to be a little bit of an SGF cuck and just say, I always think of SGF as being the start of like all the other showcases that we're going to get to see. Obviously, we're talking about Day of the Devs, and they've got Devolver and Annapurna coming up, and you've got Xbox and Ubi and all of that. Like I never need it to be sort of all singing or dancing, because I think you've got so many more things coming. It's almost like it just starts that E3 season now that E3 is kind of gone.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I thought it was decent. Like you said, it wasn't mind blowing, but at the same time, I think there was some really nice gets in there. Definitely looking forward to that Horizon Lego game. I think that was quite an interesting sort of
I'd like to go back and rewatch that trailer. Yeah.
But no, yeah, a lot of really good stuff in there, and I'm looking forward to all the other shows that are going to be coming out in the next sort of few days and weeks.
Absolutely.
Which is going to be pretty wicked. Thank you, Jamie, for joining me for this live stream, and thank you to everyone who's joined us in the chat. Even Chris, who's just said mid.
I mean, yeah, if you had to do it in a word, maybe that is the right one. But yeah. And thank you, Jonesy. Just so everyone knows, Jonesy is the heartbeat behind these live streams. Everything rests on his shoulders, and it's no easy task to get multiple video streams and audio streams all in one place and regurgitated back out in front of all of you lot on whatever devices you're watching this from. So I just want to say thank you, Jonesy, with everyone here as my witness for putting this show on, and yeah.
Thank you, mate.
For having me as a guest.
I didn't think it was going to happen, to be fair. When we had
there were a few scary moments
when it completely failed right at the beginning.
But there was a point. Just a peek behind the curtain. The second when Jonesy went live, fortunately on a holding screen rather than us actually chatting to you guys immediately, where I think the delay between just Jonesy and I on Discord got to about 30 seconds, and I was like, we don't have a show. We have to cancel this.
Well, and it wasn't even going to YouTube either. Like there literally wouldn't have been anything. But no, the real thanks go to everyone out there who watched along with us. Thank you guys. It was wicked to have you watch along with us. Like I always say, I like reading your comments and getting your reactions as we go through. It's nice to sort of like not just Jamie and I doing it, but it's you guys as well, which is wicked. And I'm glad you could be here to watch it with us.
And I don't want to jump the gun, but am I right in thinking we'll be back later on in the weekend? If all goes to plan?
Yeah, if all things go to plan. We will put out some... I'll put out something to say when and where. So yeah, you won't miss it. But Jamie and I, because again, we were going to be on a little bit earlier today, but then... I didn't get on as early as I was hoping to, so I'm going to maybe be a little bit more realistic about actual times and things. But me and Jamie and I will chat, and then we'll let you know when and where to catch us. Doing a couple more watch-alongs for some cool little shows. There you go.
They are some cool shows, but unfortunately, they take place at much more sociable times, which sounds like a good thing in some respects. But if you say, for just as a random example, totally hypothetical, have a wife and kids to worry about, then all of a sudden a show that starts at 6 rather than a show that starts at 9 could be incredibly inconvenient.
Yeah, we'll have to. Yes, I'm sure it'll be fine though. We'll wait and see. But and join us for those. We'll send out in the Discord and on the X where and when you can find us for those live streams. So we will see you hopefully real soon. And thank you everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.